Joel Farrell here. We are going to be talking about real estate. We are in Dallas, Texas with Tricia Gonzales, and we were at the Apothecary. We're going to be talking about the Dallas and Fort Worth markets, what's working, what's not. Again, right now, real estate is scary. Rates are high, prices are high. What's working, what's not. And I'm sitting with Tricia Gonzales, and we're going to be talking about first-time home buyers, talking about people who are winning and losing and maybe underwater, and talking about that younger Gen Z.
A lot of the fruit of my life and my business was through that valley of getting laid off and like, what am I gonna do with my life? And it all ended up working out in the end.
So if you wouldn't have gotten laid off, would you be full-time real estate by now?
Who knows?
Who knows?
There's no
Maybe
telling.
not.
Maybe not. But now that I've left corporate, I'm like, I don't know if I could ever go back. But yeah, no, I mean, I totally understand. I don't think I was the best corporate employee. I'm very, matter of fact and speak my mind. So I think this is the perfect. Yeah, I think this is the perfect job for me.
Yeah. So if I'm a first-time home buyer and I want to go buy a property to eventually rent out, I want to recap this one more time. So you mentioned new construction and 3.99 rate.
Mm-hmm.
That's not where the market is. The rates are higher than that. Set 6s, 5s, 7s, depending on the situation. So buying in a new community, zero money down, USDA, and having a builder buy the rate down to the 4% or below range, like, would that be maybe like your ideal scenario to get in with low money out of pocket, unbelievable rate, good payment?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Good school district, good community, master plan community, lots of amenities. People don't know that these communities are out there. So it's just, at the end of the day, you want to buy a house. It's just my job to show you what you can afford. And this is, hey, all of this, whether it's pre-owned or new construction, this is all the same monthly mortgage and relatively the same down payment. So it's your decision. Here are the facts. It's your decision to decide what you think is best for you. Sometimes that's pre-owned. Sometimes that's new. It really just depends on the person and what their needs are for them and their family.
We've got a couple more minutes here. I want to just dovetail to the right a little bit. So I'm in a mortgage. It's a hard job, very stressful. You wear the stress of your clients just like we do all the time. What do you do to, survive? The mental load, the stress load, what's some of the things that you have to do to be able to be, performing at your best every single day from just a human standpoint?
From a human standpoint, I've dealt with some really, even this week, I've dealt with some crazy clients and some crazy situations, but my ultimate goal for me and my clients is to get to the closing table, right? This money means something to these people, this house means something to these people, and it's just my job to bridge that gap. So I think how I deal with it is I just, I have a lot of grace for other people, and I understand that, everyone's life is different. So this week I had a novation deal, and I had to go do the final walkthrough for the buyer's agent because he had the flu. So I go over there, I'm like in my gym clothes, and I get there, and it was not empty. It was trashed. It looked terrible. The buyer was an hour late, and my seller, God bless her, she's disabled, so she can't really do it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get all this stuff out of here, and we're gonna close. And we closed yesterday. So I feel like sometimes it's almost like sometimes we're like glorified cleaners or something, overpaid cleaners, right? But I think for most of my clients, I do a really good job of separating it, trying not to get too upset or emotionally involved. I try to think of things from a logical, critical standpoint. What's, after everyone's done being emotional, what's stopping us from getting to the closing table? That's my job, right? It's your job as a buyer to be emotional and act however you want. And it's my job to be like, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to buy this house? Do you want to close on this house? What do we need to do to get to the next step? So, and of course, I pray to God a lot. He's my right-hand man. He's my therapist. And that's how I...
So when you get home after a long day, does it just turn off? Or how do you wind down, or what's that like?
Does it ever really turn off?
No, it's
If you really care and you really are super invested, it never turns off. No matter where you're at, you're always talking about it, you're living it, you're breathing it. But that's how you become successful.
Yeah, so one of the things that I personally do is I like to go work out for sure, but I also play, pick up basketball at the gym. And I told my sister who's here, yeah, I've been playing a lot of basketball. She gives me the eye roll. Okay, we get it, Joel. Like, you're a middle-aged white guy that who can't jump. Like, I'm sure you're good. No, but I have a good mid-range shot. I work on it. So that's one of the things I love to do.
I love that.
So I do that a lot at the gym, playing with youngins that are running up the court on me, dunking on me, but it's okay.
That's great.
So what about you? What's one of the things that you love to do?
I love to go to the gym. I love to go hiking, and I love to read.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I would say I love to read all the self-help books. I will if I have to, but I love a good fiction novel where I can just kind of escape, read my book. It's quiet, no one's talking to me, and I'm able to fully submerge myself into whatever I'm reading, and it makes me so chilled. I love it.
Okay. Yeah, you got to have that downtime. I think I heard someone talking about theta, this is not theta, but just the mind turning off about the future and the past and just resetting. Last thing before we wrap up, what's one thing the rest of this year that you are like super pumped, excited about, business or professional, whatever?
Oh my goodness. I'm super excited to continue to grow my business and continue to see more opportunities arise for myself, helping first-time home buyers, investors, hopefully tapping into more of a luxury market as well. So my vision for this year was to elevate my branding to a different level of the type of branding that, if you're selling your $3 million home, I want this agent to represent me, not just from her knowledge or the way she carries herself, but from a physical marketing perspective. So that's what I'm focusing a lot on this year, and I'm excited. Yeah. And I know you briefly wanted to talk about, when to walk away, or some of those buyers that we've helped that have kind of, the deal's kind of going awry. So I wanted to share a story, if that's okay.
Yeah. We got, what, 3 minutes? Yeah.
So I had helped my buyers purchase a property based off of a certain amount of square footage. With their ARV, it all worked out. It was like, this is a great property. We're going to purchase it. We're under contract. The appraisal comes back. This property has a basement, which is very uncommon in Texas. Mm-hmm. And when we're running our numbers, we're counting it with the 1,600 square foot of basement space downstairs. The appraisal comes back, oh, well, this house is only 2,400 square feet. We're like, why? They're like, because we're not counting the basement. That's not real square footage. And at that point, we were like, you know what? The numbers no longer make sense if we can't flip it and do it this way. And we were able to back out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Able to back out and still get...
You still get our earnest. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a win.
Yeah.
And a learning experience.
Yeah, no, it is. Sometimes appraisals can be a good or bad thing, right? Mm-hmm. Been on both sides of it, so...
No, I love that. In that scenario, so it would have been 2,400 or 3,600, or what?
It was supposed to be 4,000. Which, 4, to be fair, on the seller side, it's happened to me as well. Okay. I sell something, it's got an ADU. I'm counting the ADU. We're gonna make a huge profit on it. Actually, I did the deal with my broker, and it ended up falling through because they didn't count the ADU in the appraisal. So I've been on both ends of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The whole ADU thing, like, that's another lever you can pull to add value and whatnot. So, like we said, we're probably gonna have to do this again, maybe next year. Can't wait to hear more about your journey and the goals and whatnot. But Tricia, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Good stuff.
Yeah.